here at the park and I have not recorded in a while. I have been feeling a little disconnected. Is that the right word? I've been feeling very floaty lately. Um, my schedule feels a little bit off. My phone died, I had to get a new one. My watch died, and it's just funny feeling a little bit lost when you're so used to a certain routine or you're so used to depending on certain devices. And yeah, I don't know. I've just been feeling I can't quite think of the word. Um, just not quite myself, not quite grounded. I said floaty already. And I noticed that I wasn't taking care of myself the way that I usually do. I haven't been coming to the park, and that definitely affects my energy and my mood. And I haven't been creating quite as much, and that's when I can tell that something's off, is when I'm not creating and I'm not finding the joy in everything. It's funny because I love to cook, and yet I have moments when I'm not quite feeling myself, and I don't have the energy to do it. It doesn't sound fun at all. And yeah, so I have to check what's going on when I'm not feeling like doing things that normally bring me joy. Like, there's typically, that means that there's some imbalance somewhere in my life. And I feel like I've been stuck in my head quite a lot lately. Oh my gosh, the news has been so much, and I don't know why I can't look away from it. It's because it's everywhere. It's like I get on social media and it's there. I can't get away from it, and it's just not helpful for me to consume that type of stuff. And sometimes I feel guilty about it. Sometimes I feel just absolutely helpless. Like, what can I do? And then I remember that by living my life as fully and freely and full of joy as possible, that is my way to help contribute to the world. When I start to feel small, then I start to contract, and I pull back, and that includes creating things, and I start to feel like, what's the point? Why do I even say anything? Because it seems so stupid when there's all this other shit happening in the world that really means something, and I'm not doing anything to help. And that's not a great mindset for me to look at things. And I've gone through different versions of this in my life, and it's like there's something about the stuff that's happening right now that kind of echoes and brings up a little bit of pain in me that is very similar to how 2020 was. And well, hi, spider, and mosquitoes. But I have to remember that worrying about it isn't going to do me any good. Stressing out about it is not going to do me any good, or anybody else. And I have to remember that I have control of my own life, my own actions, my own feelings, my own thoughts. And by coming out and going for a walk in nature, I'm taking care of myself. And when I do that, I can show up with the energy that I want to. I show up with the energy that my cup is full. I'm able to provide more for my loved ones, and that's what I need to remember, because sometimes I feel like that's not enough, but it is enough. And hopefully by saying this out loud, maybe you've been feeling the same way too. Maybe you've been going through your own thing and feeling like you're small and insignificant in this world where there's so much happening. And yeah, so I have so much to be grateful for, and when I sit and I actually remember that, when I think about all of the good that I have in my life, then I see the world differently. Because when I see the good and I remember the good, then I start to notice more of it, and then the universe starts to deliver more and more and more, and that's where I want to stay. That's where I want my energy to be. And like I said, I've been feeling floaty a bit too much in my own head, and not enough being present in the moment in my body. And today I went for this walk, and I saw not one, not two, but 3 armadillos hanging out and like digging around and rooting around. And wow, if that is not a sign to remember to stay grounded, yeah, that I am so grateful for that. And then I saw another one separately, just wild. I'll insert the armadillo clips at the end of this, but yeah, remembering to take time to come out, be in nature, just is so important for me. And I want to remind you to make sure you're taking care of yourself too, because you're important, and your voice matters, and your story matters, and the world needs you to be in a place where you can show up as your best self. And I know that it's not possible for that to happen all of the time. I'm absolutely living it right now, and I'm not beating myself up about it though. I know that there are waves, that cycles of how the emotions go and how things in my life end up. And I always know that when I have a lull or a low moment, there will be a time where it starts to come back around. So just wanted to share that with y'all, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Oh my god, there's 3 of them. There's one right there, there's one over